Hello, guys. Welcome to Cheenta School of Statistics and Data Science. We are a team of extremely passionate teachers, researchers, and statisticians from the top universities of India and USA.
So Shivli and I will be the primary course instructors for for CMI MSC DS entrance course. A little bit about myself. Uh, I completed my masters from CMI in 2022, and after that I am working as a data scientist in Micron. I'll let Shivli talk about herself.
So hi, I am Shivli. So I also completed masters in data science from CMI in 2022, and after that I have joined PhD in electrical engineering at our Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in US. So yeah, Shuman, continue later. I will tell other things.
Yeah, so basically yeah, we have different time zones. Sometimes it makes it difficult to conduct. But anyway, that's not the issue we have here. Basically, we wanted to have a casual discussion before we start the course officially in October. So anyway, just a minute, people are still joining.
I am admitting them.
Okay. Yeah, so we do not have any as such preparation for today's session. Just wanted to have a casual discussion with you, what you wanted to know about this course, what we are offering. So first we'll obviously uh, start with like what we can offer you in this course, me and Shuli, and then you can present your whatever doubt you have, what's help you need to go along in the journey. And like, yeah, basically it is something very much yeah, something which is not official today's session. So I'll start with the class plan. So starting where like our course is starting from 1st October, and so we wanted to go from we wanted to have a direction where people from different backgrounds can have a smooth understanding of what's going on, right? So basically three different backgrounds, but like people from three different backgrounds are coming into CMI for data science, in a masters in data science. They are basically engineering or mathematics or statistics. Predominantly these three backgrounds people are interested in this course. So some like people who are from mathematics, they might have some upper hands in linear algebra or discrete mathematics, or who are people who are from statistics, they might have some upper hands in uh, probability and statistics. So we wanted to have this course in such a way so that no one thinks that they are left behind. Okay, so there would be two or more than two classes every week for theory and concept building purposes, and the third class would be purely for problem solving based on the theory or concepts that you are learning in these two classes. Okay, so yeah, so our class timings are, I think I'll be taking the class on Tuesday every week from 8 p.m. and Shuli would take the class, I think, on Friday, right?
Friday from 7:30.
Yes. And the third class for problem solving, I actually forgot about that. I think you can check the group for that. Anyway, uh, first
It will
I'll
be
be
on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
It is
No
on
problem. Yeah.
Thursday, sometime around 8:30. Yeah.
Yes. And basically, yeah, I will be starting with logarithms in algebra. Then we'll be going towards APGP, polynomials, binomial theorem. Then discrete mathematics. In between, we'll be having two classes for data interpretation also. Discrete mathematics is one of the major thing. So we'll be having like around 8 classes for that. Then number theory, programming, and geometry. And this thing is based on and along with that, I think Shivli will be taking classes for functions, differentiation, integration, and graphs, maxima, minima. Basically, this is the calculus part. Rolle's theorem, and then trigonometry, and then she would be going towards algebra part, which is determinants, metrics, properties of metrics, linear equations, factorization of matrices, and then introduction to programming, and then comes the probability and statistics part. So programming is something which will be covering both. uh, like uh, Predominantly, I'll be taking the algebra part and discrete mathematics part along with the data interpretation, and she will be taking care of the like calculus, linear algebra, and probability and statistics. So this is our understanding. So these classes are designed with the notion that like we are teaching these courses for the past 3 years, so we already have some idea how to go forward. So based on that, we have designed this course structure. Anyway, based on your feedback and based on your doubts or requirements, this may change a little bit. Like we might take extra classes for polynomials, or we might take extra class for inequalities based on what you are giving us as feedback. So basically, this is it. And every week we'll also give you some assignments. We'll try to cover around 30 to 40 problems each week for both the topics that you are being taught. Like for the first week, you might be getting some assignments for both logarithms and basic properties of functions. So we'll try to go forward in this direction. And some people are always asking me this question, that whether getting into CMI, how hard it is to get into CMI. I'll tell you that if you prepare prepare religiously for 3 months, or like if you can give more than 3 months, then it's better. But if you can rigorously prepare for 3 months, I think it is not difficult to get into CMI. And if you follow the courses and the materials and the assignments closely. So I will, yeah, let Shuli talk about a few things that she might want to say.
So Shumon exactly mentioned everything, like how the classes are gonna work and which topics I'm gonna cover or which topic he's gonna cover. I would just like to show the assignment sets, which we usually provide after these two classes. And one sample I just want to show. Yeah. So I think you can see my screen. Okay. So this is just an example problem set where we usually sample a lot of problems from different books and past year's question papers. And we mark the difficult most problems as double stars, and like very critical and hard problems as triple stars. Okay. And the problems which doesn't contain uh, any star, those are basically just a normal problems. So in CMI, usually you can find a very simple problem, but in a different context. Like they will give you a huge paragraph, okay, which may be really confusing in the beginning, but in the end, if you just solve it one by one, then it will boil down to a very simple problem. So that's why we try to include simple problems and the difficult problems both in the problem sets. Okay. So these are not the ultimate problem sets. We just use it for your practice purpose. But if you guys want to practice more, then there are some available books where you can get like thousands and thousands of CMI level problems. So we suggest, like I personally suggest one book, which is St. Gates Learning Study Material for JEE Advanced. So that is a very great starting point you can use. And also like Taste of Mathematics at 10 plus 2 level, the ISI Tomato book, that is also great. So if you guys can solve problems from those books and also from past year CMI papers, as this point, CMI has been conducting this data science entrance for past 5 6 years, I guess. So there are 5 sample questions. That is great, but also for BSc maths exam, they have a lot of problem sets. Okay, so you guys can practice from there too. So this is what I wanted to tell you. And okay, so if you guys have any questions, please ask us. And if you guys have anything in your mind, so we have planned the class accordingly. Or let me tell you a few things about how the class will like proceed. So in a particular class, we usually, like how Shuman mentioned in the class plan, we usually start with the theory portion. Now, let me share. Let me share the class. Hmm. Okay. So say I am starting with the basic properties of function, domain, range, and limit. Okay. So fine.
I think Shivli dropped off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
she joined back. Yeah.
yeah, by mistake. Okay. So, so say in class one, I am covering basic properties of function, range, and limit. Okay. So first of all, limit. Um I usually assume that people who are joining these courses have a little bit knowledge of 10 plus 2 mathematics. At least they are familiar with limit formulas. Even if we are mentioning those formulas in class, we won't go to each and every bit of detail for that. But I will mostly focus on problem solving, like how to tackle a problem. Uh, if you see a very huge limit problem, then how to solve it using different methodologies. Okay. And for the properties of function of domain and range, yes, I will cover those topics which are basically difficult for students to understand, like bijection mapping, injective mapping, all the definitions. What does this mean? I will cover those theories in very detail, but not exactly the limit theories. Or in differentiation, I will cover the problems. I will tell you that okay, this problem came in this year and this is how you can solve this problem, but I won't go in detail that okay, these are particular like special forms of integration. I won't be covering those. Now if you guys are expecting something like that, then you can always request us, then we can conduct a differentiation for those students who doesn't know how to do integration, or or we can provide them with different useful materials which can be useful for learning those things. But as of now, we consider these things as because this is a small course. You guys also know that if we want to cover each and everything in nitty gritty detail, we can't finish the main like overall big picture of the course. So that is why we try to we tend to diverge to the critical topics as fast as possible, because these simple topics we consider and we just put it in the assignment, and we solve the problems in the classes just for like so that we can like keep track, and like you can perform better in the exam. So like if you guys have any questions, or like if you have any thoughts about this procedure, you can tell us. That is the main point we are conducting this session. So feel free to ask questions, or if you have some opinions, you are welcome.
Yes, so the yeah, so the teaching mechanism might vary for the different topics. Like I would
Hmm.
say that for the sum of the topics, the there would be so let me just complete it. For some of the topics, like for discrete mathematics, I'll be going along with the problems along with the theory. So you would not be able to disintegrate the problem part from the theory part, because that particular topic demands that. But for suppose for something like number theory, there would be the topics would be sorry, the theory would be taught first, and then we'll be solving some problems based on that. So yeah, we'll be balancing things, and would be solely dependent on your feedback on how we could make it better. So it's someone asked a question, are you going to cover PYQs as well? Can you elaborate, please, what you're trying to say?
Like,
And about
are we going to cover previous year questions of CMI?
yeah. So basically, the problem solving class that is there every week, that is for problems from anywhere and everywhere. It's solely so basically, if you have come across a problem that you can't solve, you might be present in that class and ask the instructor to discuss about that problem. So it is the sole purpose of that class is only to solve problems, and it may come from anywhere. The problems may be coming from you, or if you don't have anything any doubts, then the instructor would be teaching would be solving problems on his own. So basically, this is the methodology that we'd be following. So I think that also answers the question that will there be doubt clearing class. Basically, the problem solving class will act as a doubt clearing class, and beyond that, if you have any doubt in the theory, you can always approach us in our classes, and our classes always be a doubt clearing class, like if you want it to be in that way. Yes, we provide study material.
Yeah.
Like, go along.
Yeah. We will provide study material, and that will be some particular sections from a book. Okay. And we are kind of making that PDFs as of now. So we will give you that. Okay. But can you please tell me what are you expecting as a study material, like your exact expectation as the study material? Then it would be good for us. Hmm. Yeah. Of course, it will be PDF, uh, because
This is
we are
an
conducting
online course,
online class, so hard
so
copy is not possible. And like usually for study materials, we just focus on the basics. So because the CMI entrance examination is totally based on the very basic mathematical skills what someone should have after 10+2 level. It doesn't require anything from like BSc math or anything like that. It's the simple study material what we usually make. But yes, the problems are the main challenge over there. So that's why we have a separate problem solving classes, and we focus on problem solving, and we will provide you with like assignments every week for those. So all of these are included in the study material. Okay. If still you have some requirements from your own, like we need particularly this topic for the study material, then of course we can make. Or by the way, we cover like say like for this example, like for graph plotting 1 and 2. Okay, so for these two classes I just build up concepts on like how to visualize a function on your own, so that you can perform differentiation in a very like different way of getting into that question, like not exactly solving the exact uh, like solution. Okay, so that's why I cover these things in the class, but probably I may not be having the exact study material behind it. You can I will try to find 1 or 2 books which covers it in that way, but you can follow those classes from me, and I will go through every nitty-gritty details of graph plotting. So that will be the study material after the class. Like we write in iPad usually and make a document out of it. So we also have the previous year's notes basically. Okay, so we can upload those too before the classes if you want to have that as a reference material uh, for some topics like which doesn't really have a particular perfect study material. We also do that. And the next question is that how much is ISI MSQS syllabus differ from the course? This is a difficult question for us. We are not able to answer that. Sumandan, can you?
So yeah, so I might not be the best person to answer that
Mhm.
question, but like I know persons who have cleared both the examinations, so I don't think that it is
Mhm.
that much different. There are some things, some aspects of CMI data science that I don't think ISAC MSQS demands, like the programming part or
Mhm.
like I think geometry. I don't know. I'm not so sure because I myself did not prepare for ISA MSQS. But yeah, you there are some obviously common parts. So if you are
Mhm.
preparing for ISI MSQMS, then it will help. And then
Yes,
could you
and
please, yeah, yes,
okay,
go
for
on, Sri.
ISI MSQS, I can tell you one thing that in case of calculus part or analysis part, you will get some questions from series and sequence. So, which is not there in the CMI syllabus. But yeah, I will try to cover those things a little bit. So, MSQMS is mostly oriented a little bit towards like you can expect more rigorous questions on linear algebra like vector spaces too, but I am not expecting that CMI will give you vector space questions because it is not there in the syllabus, and those things are usually taught when you come to CMI. Okay,
Exactly.
so
Yeah,
these
yeah.
are the certain differences you can have like with ISI, MSQS, and data science. So I guess you can ask people who have like cleared both exams.
The easiest way is to go through the both the syllabus, and you can make something out of it on your own. So and anyway, next question is, could you please tell me what topics come from discrete mathematics? So basically, there the most common thing is that there would be basic counting principles, permutations and combinations. Then there are some modified forms of combinatorics. Then there are logic based puzzles. So basically, these are the things that would be covering in discrete mathematics.
Yeah, and
Any
the next
Yeah.
question. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to continue with that previous question, Shuman?
No, I think I have answered it.
Okay.
If you want to ask anything, if you want me to elaborate further, then please write in the chat.
Okay, I will take Shagnik's question. Like, could you specify the topics we must learn on our own as a prerequisite before the official class start? Yes, this is a very good question. So, first of all, sorry. Okay. So, for prerequisites, I usually expect that you should know, like, you should have some idea about calculus. Okay, like, not you are not coming out of the blue. Okay, I forgot about how to do differentiation. I don't want you guys to tell that. Okay, so basically, I would expect that you guys know the basic the entire calculus portion at a greater, like at a moderate date, like how you have prepared for 10 plus 2 board exams. That will be sufficient. Okay. Um I'm not asking you to solve big limit problems or something like that, but at least the basic things. Okay, at least the formulas, and for linear algebra, I would mostly cover stuff, but yeah, at least you guys need to have some idea about how to the matrix, at least the matrix multiplication. So the basic operations, how to or the determinant, how to find the determinant. So these are my requirements from the classes. I don't want you guys to ask questions from that part, like very basic stuff. Like guys should be able to do like numerical solve numerical questions. Like if you want me, what I expect, so I can kind of provide you one document before starting of each module, like the module which I am in charge of. So I can write down, okay, you guys need to be learning this. I can make a document like that. And then I guess that would be best. And for Shumanda, like,
Yeah, I think for my part, I'll be starting with logarithms. So that tells the story from starting from very basic, and like the algebra part will be mostly revising what we have already been taught in class 2 levels. And there are some like it is you should not expect that the level would be same, because we would also be going through some of the advanced theory and problems, like from polynomials or inequalities. At least for the algebra part, you need not worry much, because we'll be starting from the basics. And same goes for dmath. I'll be starting from the very basic, like from the principles only. Data interpretation does not need that much like arithmetic skills is all that is needed there, and some intuition and problem solving skills. Surely, can you go down a little, so that scroll down a little? Yeah. So basically what remains is the programming part.
programming.
Number theory and programming. Number theory, yeah, so what you already know in your, so I don't want myself to explain about LCM, so don't expect that from me. So I think all of you know that what LCM is. So beyond that, I'll be teaching from basics only, like. And programming is something which we will be taking, which will be carefully teaching you, because I know that this is something that bothers a lot of people, because people who are coming from mathematics or statistics background, they don't have that much exposure to programming before coming to CMI, right? So a lot of them express concerns about programming part. So we'll take care of it. Don't worry about that. So you don't need to like programming. You don't need to have that much prerequisite, because we'll be starting from basics only. One thing I want you to do is that geometry is something that is very vast, and if you want me to teach about that, it will take a lot of your time as well as my time, which I don't think is worth that much, because hardly there are one or two problems from geometry. So what I follow every year is that I uh, I upload the geometry study material beforehand, and I expect you people to study on your own, because geometry is not even plus 2 level. It is much below than that. Like we generally, this is from our class 7, 8, or 9 standards, right? So I want you guys to go through that, solving problems, and if you have any doubts, we'll be talking about that in these two classes. Mostly that is my ideology. And anyway, the problem solving class is there, so you can utilize that also anytime and every time. So I think that pretty much answers your question. And so don't need to worry that much, because this the objective of this course is to make you ready for, like, make you ready to such an extent that you can ace the exam very easily. Alternate exams, I can keep them as backup. Okay, so ISI, like there's MTech QR, I think is pretty common, like pretty similar with this exam. Other than that, there
Yeah,
are, yeah, you can also like tell surely if you have
yeah.
any
MTech
suggestion.
QROR is a very similar exam, but QROR, for QROR you need to either have a BTech degree or like master's degree in some topic, I guess. So and in QROR also you will get a question from like for engineering stream you will get questions from like engineering backgrounds, like something from mechanics, electrical
Mechanical or
engineering or something
electrical,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
So
that also has alternatives, right? You can choose to solve from mathematics also for that.
yes, like for that
I
you need to have master's degree in statistics, I guess.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
can't directly appear for MTech after bachelor's.
And I think
So
a lot of universities nowadays are
hmm,
offering a master's degree in data science.
yeah.
You have to keep track of them, and you can apply based on the background of the university or the course structure,
Hmm,
or
hmm,
what
hmm.
is the like takeaway from that course that you think you might get after you get out of, after you complete your masters from that. So these are all the things that you have to keep in your mind.
Yeah,
Generally,
I would
ISI
like
and
to mention
yeah,
a few exams. Like yes, same goes for PGDBA course too. Okay, so PGDBA is a course conducted by three institutes: IIM Calcutta, IISc Kolkata, and IIT Kharagpur. Okay, so if you practice CMI entrance maths, I guess it is pretty easy to clear the maths portion, because it is always set by ISI, and the level is JEE mains level of questions. But you need to solve a few more things over there. Like it is a CAT level uh, question paper. So there you might need to solve a few problems on quantitative reason, like verbal reasoning. Okay, something like that. So those are there, but there are ample of opportunities nowadays. So there are a few there are a few courses as well. I will list them down because I have seen our previous students joined a few more courses. Like if there is one course of at RKMV, they also have one master's in data science course, which is a great course. Okay. Uh, Ramakrishna Mission, RKMV Belur, okay, which is the university what they have. And there is also another course at DIIACT, something like that. Okay. So these courses are relatively new. So I guess CMI is the one who started this course like as a data science course first, and then all this course emerged. And also, like I would like to mention one more thing. Like there is like some IITs also have data science course, and particularly from this year, they are basically having um one GATE exam for machine learning and data science people. So that is a great thing. Um, and with that GATE entrance exam, they might be admitting students for different IITs courses. Like IIT Guwahati has one. IISc Bangalore has a great data science course. So that is a research based course. But yes, so yeah, just for your information, you guys can prepare for that. And GATE also has the same syllabus as CMI, but it has some other parts as well. Like they also expects that you guys know a little bit data science beforehand, like machine learning a little bit. So that is a different part from like GATE. They will be having that GATE entrance exam this year.
Yes, the classes are going to be recorded every day, and that is the whole point of like you can join this course even if you, after like it has started, you still can join this course and uh, follow up with the previously taught topics.
Okay, Kanishk, I have a question. Like data science and AI paper means like this course is particularly for CMI. So in CMI entrance exam, there is no data science or AI paper or any topic related to particularly that. So we won't be covering that. But later on, if we think that okay, we should start join the like include the GATE syllabus as well. I am not sure like which is gonna happen this time or not. Probably not.
Probably not.
Uh,
This time we don't have
Probably
that
not.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that plan. So we won't be covering that.
And my short answer is that you would not be learning that anything or like that much about data science in this course. This is all about how to make you guys getting into CMI, and for that the knowledge
Hmm.
of data science or AI does not come into picture. So
Exactly.
don't expect that you would be learning data science in this course. This is a CMI data science entrance crash course kind of thing.
Hmm.
So because CMI will teach you data science, we'll be just teaching you the things that
Hmm.
will help you land into CMI.
And CMI also doesn't want that like they want students from all over uh, like all the disciplines.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's why they usually want that you just have the prerequisites to learn data science. They doesn't want anything so that you need to know data science knowledge beforehand to clear that entrance examination. It's all okay. Just if you just know 10 plus 2 level mathematics and a little bit knowledge of programming, how the logics work, and DMath and probability and statistics, then you will be able to clear the CMI entrance exam. Okay. And about the price of the course, okay, so we are not admin person. We don't deal with those stuffs, okay, like admission procedure, price of the course. We are not aware of all these things. You can, the best person is to contact is Srijit or some other admins from Cheenta. Okay. So they will
I think you can go through the website. I think it has
website.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it surely has that information.
Yeah. But we can answer all the questions regarding the topics and like whatever study materials we are going to cover or any other questions related to that study material or your expectations. We would also like to know that.
How many of you have already admitted into the course, like like registered for the course? Okay. So
I
no,
have
none
registered.
of you
Okay.
have, I think.
Okay.
Anyway,
Oh,
so okay.
hmm. Good, good, good. So I would like to mention one more thing. Like usually people tend not to register in the beginning. So what happens then? Like if we have something in mind and the class is gonna be starting on October. So so if you join after 1 or 2 months, it's okay. Like we will have the recorded lectures. You can go through them, but we will be like giving new materials time to time. Okay, so all the things will be accumulated and all the assignments will be accumulated. And if you are not like if you can solve everything, that's it, absolutely okay. Uh, but I have seen people are struggling a lot who joined later. They were asking a lot of questions which were already covered in the last lectures, and they are like, okay, we can't cope up with the courses. So I guess it's always better to,
Yes. So one of the
uh,
question that
yeah.
I faced last time was that uh, what so if you have backlogs, then what should be the primary objective for you now? So going with what is being taught presently or clearing the backlogs first? Because yeah, so basically the right time is to, if you want to ace the CMI data science entrance test, the right time is to join before the course starts, or at least in the first month, because wouldn't be having backlogs that much. Because if you join later, then the problem is for you only. If you ask us doubt, we'll solve you for you. That
Hmm,
is not a problem. But the thing is that you need to
hmm,
digest all the things, and the time
exactly.
would be very short at that time, at that period. So
Hmm. Yes, and I can mention the discrete math and like probability, linear algebra. These things require time to get habituated. Like
programming
and the
also, yeah.
same
So
exactly programming also. So that's why like I can still think that okay, fine. If you are skipping the calculus part, it's fine for me, no problem. But yes, for other topics, you need to digest stuff like. I'm pretty sure that there are some 10+2 level topics which you guys are not comfortable with. So you need to practice and like read the materials again and again to get a grab on that topic. So that's what we would suggest, that if you can register it from the first day, then you can like, and if you guys participate in the class, like we usually have a discussion. So yeah, like if you just stay mute in the class, it's not a very interesting class, then I will just like read out whatever material I have or solve a few problems and I'll go tata bye bye. So that's not very interesting from my side or from your side maybe. So if you guys can ask some questions, or we can have a discussion about one topic or one particular problem, the class can be more interesting. So I would also like students to join our class. It is not mandatory, of course, but yes, we can. The discussion can be more rigorous.
yes, and sometimes we also ask you to solve problems in the class itself,
Hmm,
so that
exactly.
we know like whether you are learning the things or not.
Hmm,
And we expect and what happens is that we get the answers from the usual suspects or usual faces, but we want the answers from all of you, so that would be a sign that things are going well. So basically we have been as casual as possible in today's session,
hmm,
and try to answer all the doubts that you have about the pricing of the course. I don't know exactly what is the price, but last I heard from Sujit, the pricing is very reasonable and also economical. That much I can say, because I clearly don't remember the exact number.
We help you build your foundations. We achieve that by making an optimized plan for your learning journey. We help you prepare and ace your entrance examinations in statistics, and data science, like IIT JAM MS, ISI MStat, and CMI MSC Data Science. Let's enjoy the rest of the video. Stay tuned and stay blessed.
So and yeah, so surely, do you have anything else to say, or
No. Okay, so I think I can show one thing.
one other thing is that this time we, like, if any one of us misses the class, like suppose on a Tuesday I'm busy, or on on a Friday Shuli is not able to take the class, what we propose is that we'll be uploading a pre-recorded video for that particular class, and in the next class that would be a longer class, and we'll be solving the doubts that you might have from the recorded video, and like we'll be discussing on that. But this is on very rare occasions, like if some of have problems that are absolutely unavoidable, so that, like, what we used to do in our previous occurrences is that we used to swap the class timings and change the class timings, but that was being very that did not go well with the students. So this time we wanted to make an alternative solution for that, and this is that.
Okay, and one more thing to mention, like there is a mock test series. We forgot to mention that. Okay, let me show the presentation. Okay, so who are enrolled for the crash course? They are already like enrolled for the mock tests as well. Okay, and we have 4 mock tests, and the solutions will be provided before the CMI entrance exam. Those will be on the automated platforms, so you can access those questions from there, and you can get the solutions. Okay,
Mock test will be
and
in April, I think.
yeah, kind of like usually, I guess February to April is the time bound for 4 mock tests. Like you guys can plan your mock test on your own. Like we are not forcing anything like this is the time, but I guess 4 mock tests will be released in 4 months, I guess. Like whenever we will cover at least a significant part of the material so that you are prepared for appearing for the mock tests, that time it will be released. Okay. And I am not quite sure about this slide. So these are the topics, and Srijit has nicely mentioned that how many lessons will be there for each and every topics. So from the lessons, you can just see that which topics are really important. Okay. And okay, and some important things, facts I want to show you. So there are some things you guys can read it out from the slides. So okay, so if you pay the fees at once, then you will be eligible to access the data science projects and visualization courses. So there are certain benefits from Cheenta admin. Okay, and I guess you can also pay at installments. Okay, something, then you will not be eligible for free data science and visualization courses. Okay, and there is no refund for the courses. So yeah, you choose your course carefully, something like that. And if you join late, so we will also be like ahead of the theory classes. So at that point, we don't suggest that you go through all the lecture videos, whatever we have covered. So start with the assignments and quizzes. Uh, then see that how much you can do. Okay. And then just attend the problem solving classes. You guys can cope up with it, then it's fine. And then just study the reading materials, and you can skip the theory classes. Read the reading materials. If you're okay with it, just practice problems. like this is the best thing if you join late. So I don't think that this is relevant now, but I would still suggest you guys that you guys join from the first class. Okay. For success rate, just go to the website and there are students from like there are some interviews already posted in the website. And okay, the researchers and students from all over the world, I guess, because some of us are in US and also Shuman is working in industry. And Ujan, who will be conducting the Ujan, are you still there? Or I think Ujan joined. Ujan left. Yeah, I guess so. So he also joined in the beginning. So Ujan is a student at CMI. He's a second year master student. So he will be taking the theory classes, problem solving classes. So that's all.
We give our absolute best to help you design your career by organizing workshops and certified data science courses. To book a trial class for your preparation courses of IITGM MS, ISIM Stat and CMI MSC Data Science, check out the first link in the description below. If you're enjoying the video, show some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We welcome you again to this passionate community of budding statisticians and data scientists.